Rolls Royce makes the most luxurious cars in the world, the dream of the world's richest people. Surprisingly, this luxurious company was started by a boy, Henry Royce, whose entire childhood was spent doing child labor in poverty. His story begins in 1863 in a small English village. When Royce was only 4 years old, his father's business was ruined, leaving his family on the streets. The problems compounded when Royce lost his father forever at the age of 9. This forced his mother to work as a maid, and Royce started delivering newspapers. A turning point came at age 14, when one of his aunts saw potential in Henry and secured him an apprenticeship at the Great Northern Railway Company. Over the next 3 years, Royce worked tirelessly, reading dozens of books and working in a factory. He mastered skills like carpentry, maths, and most importantly, electronics. By the age of 17, he was a fully capable mechanic. At 21, he was working as an engineer at Maxim Western, but the company was on the verge of closing due to financial difficulties. Instead of taking a job elsewhere, Royce decided to open his own electrical engineering company, using his £20 savings to start a small office space in Manchester, called F.H. Royce & Company, with his friend Ernest Claremont as a partner. Initially, Royce took on any work he could to survive, such as repairing sewing machines and electrical fittings. However, Royce noticed the rising demand for electrical fittings and lightings. He strategically shifted to manufacturing products like arc lamps, bulb holders, and electronic doorbells. This change was instrumental in the company's success, with sales surpassing £20,000 by 1900. At the age of 38, Royce had a family and was planning to build a huge factory. The company's fortunes took a twist in 1901, when German and American companies entered the British electronics market. Increased competition drove down the prices of electronic equipment, causing Royce's business to crash. The failing business severely impacted Royce's physical and mental health. A doctor advised him to buy a car for fresh air and strain-free travel for recovery. Royce took a vacation and bought a French-made car called Decaville. He found the car to be below standard noisy, with ineffective brakes and overheating problems. A perfectionist, Henry decided to do more than just minor modifications. He completely redesigned the car. Redesigned car gave him the confidence to design and build his own vehicle and even start a car business. He had created world-class cars, but lacked the capability to deliver them to the world. This is where the second hero, Charles Rolls, entered the story. Rolls, a passionate motorist and successful dealer of superior quality cars, spotted Royce's vehicles at an exhibition. Already searching for a luxury British car maker, Rolls met Royce and was so impressed that he declared Royce the world's greatest engineer to his business partner. Charles Rolls and Henry Royce agreed to a joint venture to sell these cars, which would be named Rolls Royce. In March 1906, Rolls Royce Limited was officially established, planning to supply 4 models, 10, 15, 20, and 30 horsepower. Rolls Royce believed that racing was the best way to market a car. They participated in prestigious tournaments like the Isle of Man and Tourist Trophy, winning races and setting new speed records. At the end of 1906, they launched their most successful car yet, a model with 40 to 50 horsepower and 6 cylinders. Its silver body color and extremely smooth, silent operation earned it the nickname Silver Ghost Dot to market the car. Rolls-Royce planned an ambitious 24,000 kilometers endurance test. The Silver Ghost was driven continuously day and night for 2.5 months, successfully completing the distance without any issues, becoming the first choice of kings, queens, and industry leaders. The successful partnership faced a tragic setback on July 12, 1910, when Charles Rolls, who was also passionate about aviation, lost his life at age 32. He was flying a Wright Flyer when the tail section broke, causing the plane to crash from a height of 100 feet. He became the first person in Britain to die in an airplane accident. The following year, in 1911, Henry Royce's own health deteriorated rapidly, and he was diagnosed with bowel cancer. Doctors gave him only 3 months to live following a major operation. Despite his condition, Royce continued to refine the Silver Ghost's design and engineering. Miraculously, he achieved a 100% recovery after 3 months. Upon returning, he made major improvements to the Silver Ghost, including increased ground clearance, improved suspension, and a stronger chassis. Seeing a trend of personalized, but often inappropriate mascots on car bonnets that could damage the company's image. Rolls-Royce designed its own mascot, using a British actress named Eleanor Thornton as a model. The resulting sculpture shows a woman leaning forward with her hands stretched backward and strong wind blowing on them. This mascot, named the Spirit of Ecstasy, symbolizing overwhelming happiness, embodies grace, freedom, and speed. Thanks to all these improvements, Rolls-Royce's sales and profits grew exponentially, with plans for international expansion. In 1914, almost destroyed the company. The economy crashed, impacting luxury car sales, and the company had to fire employees. However, Rolls-Royce recognized the military's need for reliable, high-performance cars. They modified the Silver Ghost into an armored car with 8mm thick armor and a revolving turret fitted with a machine gun. This armored car was crucial for operations in harsh desert regions and spying missions. The smooth-driving Silver Ghost was also modified into war ambulances, fitted with sufficient space for stretchers, medical equipment, nurses, and electric lighting for night missions, saving thousands of lives. While working with the military, Rolls-Royce saw that the British Air Force heavily relied on French companies for airplane engines. Seizing this opportunity, Rolls-Royce entered aero engine manufacturing. Royce himself learned the design and launched his first engine, the Eagle, in 1915. It was more reliable, light, and fuel-efficient. This move proved brilliant, as Rolls-Royce engines are still used today in thousands of commercial and military aircraft. Henry Royce passed away on April 22, 1933, at the age of 70. Just a few months before the car's production date. Since Sir Henry Royce's death, the company has seen many ups and downs. It launched iconic cars like the Phantom III, Silver Shadow, and Ghost, but faced financial difficulties in the 1960s, leading to the separation of its aviation and automobile businesses. Currently, the automobile division is owned by BMW Motors. Despite the changes, Rolls-Royce remains the ultimate symbol of luxury, with its iconic cars symbolizing the perfection and charisma of its founder, Henry Royce.